So, guys, Steve Kerr said whenever teams throw defenders at Steph, Draymond Green is the one who always has an answer. Now, as the questions continue to build, leading to tonight's star-studded showdown, I sat down with Draymond, searching for some more answers.
The Golden State Warriors, they're a threat. They're a threat even to LeBron and Anthony Davis.
They got championship DNA as well.
Now we're hunting again.
Lakers, Warriors, how much juice is there in this matchup for you? Because this is for the playoffs.
I'm excited as hell. I think, playing against the Lakers, defending champion, with an opportunity to solidify our spot in the playoffs. The stage doesn't get any bigger in LA. I've been very vocal about the play-in tournament, but this is great. I'm excited about this. This is a great opportunity for us.
You, LeBron, Anthony Davis, you're all pretty tight off the court. So I want to know, has there been any extracurricular text trash talking? Is there a bottle of wine on the line here with this game? What's the stakes here?
There hasn't been any extracurricular trash talking there. But one thing you do know, that's one of those unspoken things. Next time we're together, the loser's definitely picking up that tab, and providing a vino. That's just that goes without saying. Everyone always say, oh man, why are they friends? That sucks. That's what makes it fun for us. To be able to go out there and destroy your friend, destroy your brother. When you go in there, they're trying to take your head off. When they come in our lane, we're trying to take their heads off, and that's what it boils down to.
Steph Curry off the nice dime by Draymond Green.
They are so in sync, it's almost frightening.
The relationship you and Steph have, at this point, it's kind of like its own superpower. I sat down with Steph not too long ago, and he told me that after you guys pull off one of those kinds of plays and you look at each other and you smile that smile we've all seen before, he said the mental exchange is that you guys both know that you have just gotten one over on someone. That is how he phrased it. Does it feel that way to you?
100%. Because the reality is everyone's defense is built to take that connection away when they're playing against us, and so we have to get creative. That's just the reality. And then you kind of pull the wool over their head one time and get exactly what we're trying to get. Like that, it feels special, and it's hilarious because you know what they're thinking. It's just kind of that look like, we got them.
I know that Steph has been the most valuable player on your team for a long time, so that role is nothing new, but I'm not sure there's ever been more weight on him that really just as he goes, the whole team goes.
I think it's been very motivating for him. I think it's been very uplifting for him. Like you said, he's definitely the most valuable player on this team, also the most valuable player in this league. With the way he's played, and this same exact team won 15 games a year ago. Here we are, 39 and 33, with a chance to be the 7th seed. He's for sure the most valuable player in this league. And he's had the better year of any one particular player in this league this year. So MVP for sure.
You have been elite defensively again this year, and you're about to face a familiar foe. I don't know if you know this about you and Anthony Davis, but over the past 8 years, no one has been the closest defender on AD more than you. And then on the flip side, he's the guy you've defended most over that span, with James Harden and LeBron coming in after that. So who does that familiarity give a bigger advantage to, you or him?
I think for both of us is great. I know what he's trying to get to, and he know how I defend, and he knows what, the things that I'm going to do. And so then what it boils down to is it boils down to heart. It boils down to who wanted more. It boils down to who can outthink the next guy on that particular play. Who's going to take it on the chest and defend without fouling? All of these things, that's what it ends up boiling down to. But the one thing that's for certain is there will be no surprises.
Well, if you win this game, you will go into the bracket as the number 7 seed, but you don't feel like a number 7 seed, not with the way you guys have been playing lately, how hot Steph has been. How would you describe what kind of team you are going into the playoff bracket?
I think we're coming together and gelling at the right time. And so, 7 seed, 8 seed, 1 seed, 2 seed, when you get into the playoffs, none of that matters. It's about who's going to execute the game plan, who's going to be tough, come up with the 50-50 balls. I feel extremely comfortable with where we are in those things and how we've been playing, and that we're going to bring that to the table, in this game against the Lakers and moving forward past that as well.
Are you guys a threat to win the title this year?
Anytime you got Steph Curry on that floor, you give yourself a chance. And, I'm always going to go out there and do what I do. Steph's going to do what he do. As the leaders of this team, we make sure all our guys are ready to go. And you swing. We got a bunch of free swings. Go out there, play loose, see what we can do. But I have no doubt that we could be right there with anybody.
Would you tell the Lakers, if you were in that locker room tonight, how should they approach this game?
Well, first of all, continue to hang their hats on the defensive end, right? Don't shy away from that. But I would tell the Lakers, if I'm Frank Vogel, hey, guys, we have to live in the paint, right? We got so much size, athleticism. We're big. We should dominate the paint, especially when they move Draymond to the 5. So they should kill in the interior part. Defensively, make someone else beat them. I know that's easier said than done, but get the ball out of Steph Curry's hands. Make Andrew Wiggins have to put up, make 25 to 30 points to beat you, or even make Draymond Green have to play great offensively. So if I'm Frank Vogel, those are the messages I'm delivering tonight.
Yeah, no, I agree with Perk. Look, I saw a stat that Frank Vogel. But just hush. Hush. Just for now, just on this point, dude. Just give it some time. We're in the first block. I've seen, Frank Vogel has been the #1 defensive coach 3 different times, and he's been a top 3 defensive coach of a team another 3 times. And so when Perk says hang your hat on your defense, that's what you have to do. But defense is this. Defense is not when someone gets hot in the first quarter. If someone gets hot, yeah, you got to make adjustments, but you also have to stick to your game plan. If they can make someone else, not necessarily beat them, because Steph can still have at 35, 40, even if you're double teaming them. But if you let the other guys are the ones that are having to knock down shots, you're staying at home, you're sending 2 people, and you like you said, take care of the paint. That's when the Lakers can have a chance. But make no mistake, the Lakers are 2 games away from not being in the postseason. 2 losses. Let's keep this is a game 7. Game 7, because you just don't know injuries and all this other stuff. So the Lakers should be stressed.
Like a game 6.5?
It's still a 7. You get 2 shots at a 7. That's the only thing I'm going to say. 2 shots at a game 7.
What would you tell the Lakers, Sheed? What's your strategy for tonight?
Well, I would go with the hat trick with the other 2 guys. Said definitely hang your hat on defense. If you look at the veteran core guys that are going to be playing, they're the vets. You got the AD, and then you got the new other AD, Andre Drummond, and of course you got LeBron, and a lot of those guys are veterans, so they know what's at stake. So it's not really like in a locker room, I got to be pumping the fist, all rah rah, all in your ear, playing all the hype music. No, you know what's at stake here. Look, we are first of all, us repeating is on the line, and that right there holds a lot of weight. Then because who wants to be known as the champions that couldn't even make the playoffs the following year after they won it? You know what I'm saying? So that's going to hit hard with them too. But I think overall, it's going to be a good game. And again, I agree with you, Perk. You cannot count Steph out, but you do have to make other people beat you. You gotta throw 2 and 3 people at Steph. And if Draymond ends up with 25, 30, or as you said, Wiggins or any of the other guys end up with that high caliber amount, then, hey, you did your job. But look, somebody else going to beat us. We can't allow this man to shoot 50 feet from the basket and all splashing and running down there shimmying. No, we can't allow that. They got to lock that up. It's going to be hard as hell on Dennis Schroeder. I'm going to let you know that now. He going to help. You better.
One of the keys to playing Steph and playing the Warriors has been the teams that have been successful, and Richard, you were on one of them, has to be physical with him. Dennis Schroeder, who is going to be one of the prime defenders on him tonight, is still recovering and coming back from his COVID absence. I talked to him a little bit yesterday about this. He said his conditioning is still not 100% there yet, so that will be interesting to watch. So you guys all mentioned defense. And I do want to get to one thing, Richard, is that, look, this team finished #1 in defense, which is remarkable considering that they're by far 2 best defensive players. Anthony Davis and LeBron James missed big chunks of the season. And yes, they can hang their hat on that tonight. But, Sheed, it reminds me kind of your teams, right? The team that won the title, the teams that were in the finals after that. how much do you have to do by committee, and how do you work the chess match with when does Anthony Davis move to the 5? When does Draymond move to the 5? Who's going to dare who to go small first or stay big or any of that? How does that work, Sheed?
Well, if I'm frank, I'm gonna stay big. Look at who I got. I got AD.
LeBron,
I got
AD.
Gasol. I got Drummond.
AD.
Like, yo,
Another
Brian,
AD.
like, yo, why am I gonna go small? No, we're gonna stay big. Make them match up with us. Don't go the other way. You know, it's been going the other way for years. The Warriors have always been made teams match up with them. You know, you got to match up with Clay. You got to match up with Steph. And there are other great supporting cast that they had in those times when they were winning the championship. Now, no, you gonna match up with me. All these bigs, you ain't get all those bigs for nothing. No, you better put them bigs out there and mop through these cats, man.
Yeah, and my thing is this: when you were talking about Schroeder, that's having to guard, you don't guard Schroeder. You know, this morning in shoot around and all of those moments. So, you know, just for anybody that's wondering what it's like to guard Steph, it's a 24-hour job. Yeah. It's not just half court. Yeah. It's not just at the other free throw line or full court. Yeah. No, your brain is cooking right now.
I'm pretty sure he had you spinning in circles. But listen, real quick, Rachel, I want to say this, right? Look, another way to help their defense is by making Steph Curry play defense, right? Like, spend some of that energy on the defensive end, search him out, make him guard, because he already has to work so hard offensively to get open and to get his shot off, because the offense is ran through him and he's 80% of the offense. So make him spend some of that energy on the defensive end.
I love it. I love it. Well, it's going to be interesting. We'll certainly talk about things from the Warriors side.